Hello, thank you for being here. I'm Ellen, and today we're going to do some yoga for opening our hearts and releasing our shoulders and building more flexibility in the shoulders and the upper back. So, great sequence for reducing anxiety, for setting healing intentions, anything like that. So yeah, take breaks when you need, modify as you need. It takes a little bit for your shoulders to open up, so just kind of don't force it. Allow that to happen gradually. And okay, let's get started. Okay, so let's begin in a comfortable seat up at the top of your mat. Cross-legged, maybe sitting on a pillow if your hips are tight. Somewhere where you can really root down through your sit bones though. Begin to grow your spine a little bit taller, maybe closing your eyes down. Arms relaxed, shoulders relaxed, and begin to tune into your breath. Taking nice big inhales through the nose, exhales through the nose all the way out. On your inhales, feeling your sit bones press into the floor a little bit, feeling the crown of your head reach up. And then bringing your attention to your heart on your exhales. Taking a few breaths there, maybe a little deeper, a little bit slower, steadier, in and out. And then bringing your hands together and then to heart center, pressing your thumbs into your heart just a little bit. Feel your shoulders drop down behind your back. Inhale, reach up through the heart, reach up through the crown of the head. Press into your fingers with your chest, and then exhale here. Maybe setting an intention for compassion, self-love, forgiveness, open shoulders, whatever. And on an exhale, gently relax on out of it. Come to hands and knees. Fingers spread out underneath your shoulders. Knees right underneath your hips. Looking down, feeling your belly pull in. Rooting down into your hands, into your knees. Long through the spine. And then inhale, drop your belly down. Heart drops down. Look up. Exhale, belly pulls in, rib cage lifts, head and face relax, back and forth. Cat-cow. Inhale, arch the spine, drop it down. Exhale, heart lifts up towards the ceiling, belly tucks. Maybe on your inhales, continuing here, but then on your exhales, dropping back towards child's pose, stretching out the sides of your arms. Inhaling back to cat. Exhale, child's pose. See which one feels better. And then come on back to tabletop. Take your hands, one handprint out in front of you. Come forward. Curl your toes under if they're not already, and press your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pressing into the knuckles of your first finger and your thumb, spreading all your fingers out, activating through the balls of your hands so you're not just dumping into the wrists. Feeling your sit bones really reach up towards the ceiling and then spread away from each other. You can pedal your feet out if that feels good. But the more that they can reach up, the more you press into your hands so your hips come away, the more your heart can drop down towards the mat. So just kind of allow that to happen, deepening your breath. Maybe finding a little bit of stillness in your downward facing dog, feeling your heart reaching down, heavy towards the floor. Shoulder blades come together a little bit. Your arms are still nice and strong, so you're not really collapsing down. And then wait for an inhale, look forward. Exhale, gently walk your feet up to the top of your mat, landing in a forward fold. You can grab onto your elbows, gently sway side to side, pressing into your feet and feeling your hips still sort of pressing up and back like in downward facing dog, so that as your spine pulls down towards the floor, your hips open a little bit. And then release your hands, interlace your fingers behind your low back. And if it feels comfortable, kind of keep your elbows bent, pull your shoulders back away from your ears, like up towards the ceiling. And if it feels good, you can straighten your arms and bring your shoulders up overhead. And then relax your face, relax your neck, keeping a micro bend in your knees so you don't overextend through the hamstrings, and breathe. And when you're ready, release your hands back to the ground. Bend your knees a little bit more. Inhale, pull your belly in, halfway lift, coming to a tabletop back, nice flat back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reverse swan dive, roll on up all the way to stand. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Shoulder blades drop down your back, elbows heavy towards your heels. Ground down and through your feet. Take a big breath in. And exhale. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hinge and fold all the way back down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Belly pulls in. Exhale, fold. Hands to the ground. Step your right foot back. Dial your back heel down so it's about parallel. And then when you're ready, inhale, come on up to warrior two. Here, I'm going to switch around so you can see me here. So you're pressing into the outside edges of your feet. You're activating through the legs. Your arms come back, your shoulders come back, your arms reach out, looking over your front middle finger. Inhale, reach up through the crown of the head. Exhale, steady in your feet. Now inhale, take your hands behind your low back, clasp your hands. Inhale, pull your hands down, look up, and then exhale, keep your legs exactly where they are. Keep your heart open as you fold all the way down, humble warrior pose. So your hands can stay kind of clasped at your low back. They don't have to flip all the way over. The most important thing is that you're nice and solid in your legs and relaxed in your upper shoulders and your face. Couple solid breaths here. Still aware of that back foot, still pressing into that foot, engaging that leg. Follow your exhale all the way out, and then on your next inhale, pull your hands back. Let that lift your shoulders and head, heart, and then the rest of your spine all the way up. Exhale, warrior two. Take a nice big inhale here, and then exhale. Cartwheel your hands back towards the front of your mat. Step your back foot down. You can lower onto your belly. You can take your chaturanga there if you like. And all the way down. Bend both knees. Grab onto your feet. So before you lift up, press your low belly, that triangle between your hips and your pubic bone, all the way down in your abdomen. Press that into the floor. Begin to kick your feet into your hands so your shoulders pull back. And then lift up just a little bit, just to get the action, the muscular action primed. And then you can take it a little bit further. Use your breath, inhaling, expanding, exhaling, softening into it a little bit more and growing your pose just a little bit by bit. You can take breaks if you need. And gently relax it down. Release your feet. Inhale to a low cobra. Press your feet into the floor. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out. Nice big breath in. Nice big breath out. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Exhale, bring your feet to the top of your mat, landing in a forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, rise and reach, come all the way up. Maybe a little bit of a back bend, squeeze your glutes, lift your heart towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a big breath in and let it go. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Keep your heart lifted. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands. This time take your left foot back, spin it around. And then inhale on up, warrior two. Then switch around. Couple breaths here. Find your pose, build it from the bottom up. Activate your feet, strengthen your legs. Lift your heart, relax your shoulders, stretch your arms. Inhale, your hands behind you, lift your heart up. Exhale, legs stay steady as you slowly fold to the inside of that right leg. About 5 breaths. So much to focus on in each pose, thinking about the heart, feeling your feet, relaxing your face and in your low back. And then wait for an inhale to sail all the way back up. Use your hands as little levers to pull you up. Exhale back to warrior two. Take a big breath in, long spine. Exhale, cartwheel it back. And step back. Move forward. You can lower onto your knees or all the way through chaturanga, all the way back down. One more round of bow pose. Bend your knees. Reach around with your hands to the outsides of your feet. And then when you're ready, kick on up. Again, use your breath. Come up just a little bit at a time. Explore the nuances of the pose. It's not about immediately just getting as far into it as you can. Feel if you can soften in your shoulders by pulling your feet back away from you to open up through the front of your chest a little bit more. Lift up. And then relax it down. Hands come forward. Press it back to child's pose. Hips sit back towards the heels. Hands reach out in front of you. Allowing the tension to leave your legs, to leave your body, softening out through the breath. Nice long spine. And inhale back on up to hands and knees. Take your right arm. Inhale, bring it on up. And then exhale, thread the needle, bringing that shoulder all the way down to the ground. So you want to keep your hips up. Your left arm can reach out in front of you. If you want a little bit more of a twist, you can bring it back behind you. But wherever you are, your hips are still kind of even. They're like downward facing dog. Don't let them shift to the side too much. Your tailbone is still reaching up and back behind you. Your hips are about level with your knees. And breathe into your upper back. Breathe into that spot between your shoulder blades that's sort of spreading apart a little bit, especially into that right one. So there's a little bit of action in the legs to keep your spine lifted from the bottom up. But there's a lot of relaxation, a lot of heaviness in your heart and in your shoulders and face. So just allowing yourself to melt down over that shoulder a little bit. If this is really uncomfortable, you can use your left hand to kind of support you a little bit so you can kind of come out of it pressing into that hand. And then bring that left hand underneath your shoulder, press into it, inhale, bring it on back up. And exhale down. When you're ready, take it to the other side. So inhale, reach it on up. Exhale. Thread the needle, bring that shoulder down and relax. So this is what I was talking about. You can kind of press into that hand to take a little bit of pressure up. Or you can just totally relax into it, melting everything down, still reaching back with your tailbone. Big, full breaths, fullest breaths. The heart chakra, which resides at your heart. It's the energy center in your heart. It's a really important integrating center for your entire body. It's the center of your energetic system. And it's where our inner healing energy, our sort of self-healing and the healing that we can share with others, that's all kind of in the heart. So to activate it sort of awakens your inner healer, so the rest of your body, mind and soul can become healthier. This is a really good practice for opening that up and turning it inward. And when you're ready, bring that right hand underneath your shoulder, press into it. Inhale, bring that arm back on, up and out. Good. Coming back to a seat. Bring your feet together, your knees flop out wide, Baddha Konasana, or butterfly pose. Take your arms out wide, bring your left arm underneath your right, twist them around like eagle arms. If that's not going to happen, just grab onto your shoulders, that's fine. Anything that kind of pulls them down and relaxes them, or you're pulling them forward. Inhale, lift your spine up, really reach up through the crown of your head, and then exhale, fold on forward. Maybe don't do the forward fold if you've got like a low back injury. Maybe better just to kind of sit up nice and tall with your belly engaged, or work on coming forward with your heart really lifted. Otherwise, fold forward and let the upper back just open up and relax. Really tuning inward, back to your breath, back to the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. Feeling your entire body with your awareness, not letting your thoughts run away with you. Inhale, gently come on up, bringing your heart forward and then lifting up. You can switch your arms and then come right back down. And when you're ready, same thing. Tilt your hips forward just a little bit. Heart lifts forward, spine grows up, and then unwind. Come on up to a seat. You can either extend your legs out long in front of you, keeping them close together, flexing your feet up and lifting up, or you can just come back to easy pose. You choose. I'm going to do this one. For this last little bit, pull your belly in, feel the crown of your head reach up, heart lifts up. Inhale, arms come up. And then exhale to cactus arms, fingers spread wide, elbows out away from your shoulders, about in line with your shoulders, so not out in front. Bring them all the way down, really open up your chest, activate those back muscles. Inhale, one more time. Exhale through cactus arms. Let's put your shoulders in proper alignment and then relax it down. And then come all the way onto your back. Releasing your legs, wiggling it out a little bit. Making any last little adjustments to your hair, kicking anything out of the way. Pulling your shoulders down, closing your eyes. Taking a nice big deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. And then slowly releasing conscious control of your breath. Allowing it to fall back to its natural rhythm. Relaxing your entire body from your head all the way down to your toes, bit by bit. letting everything go.